Hi everyone, this is Amy Liss. My partner Amber Nesbitt and I created Campus Integrity Group after working a combined 12 plus years for the Chicago Public Schools Inspector General's Office Sexual Allegations Unit. We were the only independent oversight body of that kind in the country, so we decided to take our experiences and expertise nationwide. Today we're going to talk about why policy on paper is not enough and what it really takes to protect the children in your care. This presentation is for anyone responsible for the safety of young people in an organizational setting. Most youth-serving organizations already have the documents, and many of these documents are very well written and well-intentioned, but misconduct continues to happen. This isn't about starting from scratch. It's about asking an honest question. If misconduct happened here tomorrow, would policies actually stop it, catch it, or support the person who tried to report it? A document lives in a folder. It generally satisfies compliance requirements, and it's pulled out when something goes wrong. It's used to demonstrate that the organization did its part. But a policy lives in the culture. It's understood by every staff member. There's training conducted with real scenarios. It's consistently enforced, and it's part of how the organization runs. Most of you will recognize yourself somewhere in the middle, and that's the honest starting point. This is arguably one of the most dangerous dynamics in youth-serving institutional safety work. Organizations that believe their documentation equals protection tend to stop doing the harder work. When something eventually goes wrong, the handbook gets pulled out as evidence of good faith, but a policy that wasn't trained on, enforced, or trusted didn't protect anyone. Your policies are not a shield. They are a foundation for how the organization operates day to day. These three areas come up repeatedly in investigations and reviews. Training that happened once at onboarding and was never revisited. Reporting pathways that staff don't trust or don't fully understand. And boundary policies that everyone knows have quiet exceptions for certain people. Any one of these can undermine an otherwise solid policy framework. Compliance is the floor, not the ceiling. Compliance asks, do we have a policy? But culture asks, does it change what we do? An organization that treats policy as a box to check has met the minimum, but what actually moves the needle is culture, the day-to-day behavior of leadership, the way concerns are handled when they come up, and whether staff genuinely believe reporting something will make a difference. The culture around misconduct prevention is visible, consistent, and ongoing. It is not just documented. Internal handling of misconduct concerns is one of the most common places that a system can break down. When the people responsible for responding to a concern are the same people who may be implicated in it or who have a clear conflict of interest, objectivity is compromised from the start. An independent oversight is not a sign of distrust. It's actually a sign of a mature functioning system. Independent oversight removes conflicts of interests. It increases the likelihood that staff will report. And for organizations that work with vulnerable populations, independent review is not a luxury. It is a core safeguard. Our goal here is not to make anyone feel behind or that they missed the mark. It's to identify which of these 6 areas represents the clearest opportunity for improvement. So effective policy includes training, regular scenario-based learning, and not just during onboarding. Reporting, clear, trusted, accessible pathways with follow-through. And enforcement, consistent for everyone with no informal exceptions. Open communication about expectations and accountability or transparency. Independent review, which is oversight that sits outside the chain of command and eliminates conflicts of interest. And leadership buy-in, which is modeling the behavior that the policy asks of others. Here are some questions worth asking yourself, and the honest answers will tell you more about your organization's safety culture than any handbook will. When did staff last receive meaningful training? Do staff feel confident about what to report, how, and what will happen when they do? Are boundary policies applied consistently? If a concern were raised today, would it be investigated independently or managed internally? And finally, does leadership model the behavior that the policy requires? The work of child and institutional safety is ultimately about whether organizations keep the promises they make to the people in their care, not through pieces of paper, but by living what these papers say. Policy on paper is just a document. It is not a practice, and documents don't protect anyone. What does protect people is a culture where the policy is actually lived. Amber and I thank you for watching, and please contact us to learn more about how we can support your team. You can contact us through our website, shoot us an email, or give us a call. And we do offer a free 1-hour consultation, so please visit our website and schedule that today. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.